Why does it still say I'm off the air? Okay, I am live at Edmonton, Canada. It's like, why am I speaking to you guys? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to give my own thoughts about like the whole censorship of atheists in the U.S. At least as far as YouTube's considered. Like seriously, YouTube, seriously. Anyway, um, yeah, I guess. Well, yeah. To be honest, I'm not really. Yeah, it's just really messed up. Like, I've been keeping an eye on like the trio for quite some time, and like I never thought that like it would actually be that bad for them in the States. Like, I just figured that they were actually like free to do whatever on YouTube. At least not certain things. Anyway, when I when I first came across them, I had to deal with like this well with this coworker that was like uh actually took the time to actually challenge me as far as as far as like what an atheist is actually considered to be. And then, as luck would have it, I actually found their channels, which were quite educational. If only if only they were actually around when I first became one. But I guess I'll dabble with that story another time. Uh, but anyway, I hate all the pauses I have. Yeah. Oh, yeah, hate this. Um, but yeah, I guess if I want to like share my side, I guess if I want to share like my whole history, I have to go back, way back to a time when, well, YouTube didn't even exist. At least not to my knowledge. Then again, lots of things were released without my knowledge in those days. But anyway, it's like originally I was raised Christian um, for about 14 years. Does seem to be a little bit short now looking back. But anyway, yeah, during that time I was raised by a single parent. Um, she, well, we had to like travel quite a bit. And so it's like I got introduced to different churches, got mocked quite a bit for some of my questions. They were quite outside of the box, really. There would be like this one time I'd actually talk to like this one person from the church. I think it was like a pastor or whatever. And he's like, I end up asking him, do dinosaurs exist? And he was just all like, nope, complete fabrication. That was rather sad for me. um, oh. Yeah, during my junior high years slash middle school, um, I end up asking if Satan had a religion, and among others that were just about apparently about as entertaining to the class as well. It was, yeah. It was. I was ridiculed. I couldn't like really think of a comparison. So like I didn't really think much of it, and then it's just like I end up reaching the age of like learning about sex ed, and then it's just like it hit me that uh yeah, it hit me that that the stork doesn't bring over the egg. I mean, doesn't bring over like the kid and everything and all that jazz. Oh yeah, it's such an old thing. Um, and I found out that yeah, it was more. It was definitely more different. And then it's just like I end up like contemplating about like, couldn't this actually go like a different route? I end up like asking a couple of people that like I trusted within the church and everything, and they were all like, yeah, it can, but that's evil. And I'm just like, why is it evil? Trust in God is the only thing that they would tell me, and you will know. I'm just like, okay. Wouldn't you be able to tell me now? It's just like, nope. So the uh, the time was like running near for my baptism. I guess this would have been my second. The first one was kind of a drag. I emerged from like this pond, because it happened to be at a camp, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. So it's like, yeah, it's like the second time came up was running near, and I started like kind of like backtracking on on the biblical history, so to speak, and I found a lot of cringeworthy things. Like, oh my god, like all the stuff that I actually end up ignoring. So I wanted to actually like still believe in this, even though thinking like now it's like complete garbage. Holy. So yeah, it's like the time came for like my official like dunk in the tank, and I emerged feeling a divine presence of absolute nothing, to my dismay. So I told word spread that I was leaving the church. So the pastor at that time ended up coming over to like my place, um, in front of my mom and my brother, and basically um, like started like this I can never think of the name. I can never. Oh, it's like I always want to say seance. Intervention. Yes, yes, yes. He basically roped us into like this intervention, right? Uh, which he did not tell my mom about, which kind of like bothered her on that. And then it's like we went we went through like the usual processes, like he exchanged like how like what I was talking about was damaging, and that I need God, like it's the only way. Then again, yeah, according to the teachings, it was the only way, so whatever. And then I end up like mentioning that I like found information on the Satanic Bible. I throw up the website and it wasn't there. So, of course, the pastor ended up asking me for proof, and I left the church because of it. Oh, that was fun. In high school, I actually ended up like I ended up like focusing more on hell for some strange reason. And I guess for people that aren't unaware, this is after like people were disappointed about that Y2K bug. So yeah, this was actually high school. And yeah, I just started to hang around with like people that like I normally wouldn't hang around with, and finding out that some of them were like not as favorable as others. And then I just ended up like hanging around with gay people, and I just ended up realizing that like they're just regular people. Oh, but anyway. As far as as far as like oh, why do they have to make this look so easy? Like, oh my god, why? It's like I hate you. I hate the states. I hate the states sometimes. I really do. But yeah. As far as like getting to know like TJ, Jacqueline Glenn, and Mr. Repsion online would go, I guess just basically through the videos. Yeah, spending like a good like a little over 2 years, like kind of like stalking their videos a bit. I'm not creepy, by the way, in case people are wondering. Like I end up realizing that like it was definitely like something that like I should definitely like consider like more strongly about than what I used to consider it as, because I guess yeah, I was quite the quiet atheist until now. It always takes like an incident like defending in order to actually come up with like in order for people to come out like this. But anyway, please support like Jacqueline Glenn, Mr. Repzion, and TJ Kirk. I hope this is like going to be the last video. So it's definitely going to be the last video on my end about this topic. Sorry if I've annoyed like a bunch of people on YouTube, but I just wanted to bring my own thoughts to the table. Anyway, bye bye.